Okay. So I have to get a couple things up and then hopefully I will be ready to do some readings tonight. Yay. All right. So first of all, I want to try to PayPal via friends and hi Pookie family to be really at gmail.com. Now I think can't I yes, pin message. Okay. So that will be pinned to the top, I think, now. So that is the PayPal email address. If you send $5 for a love donation for a reading, $5 or more, then I will do, and those of you, when I say one card reading, I always mean two, because I always use an oracle and a tarot deck. We just thought this would be a different way. I know people like the quick, fun one card readings. And so, hi, Stephen. So, oh, look at that. We do have them coming in. Yay. So, Pookie and then Modern Moon Goddess. We have already. I love it. Sherry and Pookie have readings. So this is what we're going to do. I don't think I need to keep a list, other than there are a few people who come on sometimes who do not know how to do PayPal very well. And if that's the case, if you really don't, if you know how to do it, but you just don't feel like it, please try. But there are a few people, like if Miriam shows up and she wants a reading, I can invoice you later. It's just will be another $2 to send the invoice, because that's how much PayPal charges us to send the invoice. And then I won't even get like the whole $5 because they keep some of it and all that kind of stuff. But I'm willing to do that for the people who are tech challenged like I am. I don't think we need to do a list, because I should get a list of people who have done the donation on PayPal, and I should be able to look at that list, I think. Knock on wood, hopefully. Hi, Corey. All right, so I need to know your question. If you have a question or if you want a general reading, I will be pulling one tarot card and one oracle card for you. And we'll go from there. And I'm eating chocolate tonight, which I just realized will look like shit in my mouth. So I'm not going to open up my mouth and show you that. I have my, this is my big blue fluorite, which was a present to connect. All right. So, Pookie, you are first, my dear. Do you have a question, or do you want a general reading? We can do either. Hello, Books and Sunshine. Is that Books and Sunshine? I love that, Books and Sunshine. Hi, how are you? And I haven't done these readings for a while, and I think I was doing them on Facebook the last couple times, so eating Chinese food and trying to remember my PayPal password. Oh, I so hear you there. I got all screwed up with my TikTok Oh, I can't even tell you. Looking to see where my relationship is going. All right, sweetheart. Okay, so those of you who have had readings from me before know I start by connecting to your word, WYRD, your web of energy, and I follow that back to your nematon, the place where your spirit guides reside. And I will let you know what opens the door, what I find in your nematon, and then do the reading. So, Pookie, at your door today is it a specific kind of penguin? It's a penguin. And I'm trying to figure out if it's a specific kind of penguin. I don't know penguins very well. But I did. What's the movie? I watched the movie Happy Feet. So I think it's the taller ones. So I think they're called emperor penguins or something. Which it's funny, this reading is about relationships. So of course I tend to then go, okay, so those are the penguins that they choose a mate for life. But I don't think that's what this is about. This is about cold. And it's not a temperature cold. It is a cold like your spirit guides are feeling emotionally closed off. Like you have not been reaching out to them. And so the penguin is kind of a symbol of they're feeling cut off. They're feeling cold, cut off from you. So just be aware that that is what they have pushed out in front because they are feeling like you have not reached out to them. Okay, so your relationship, where is it going? Where my relationship is going. Okay, and the deck that I am using, the tarot deck I'm using is Bonestone and Earth Flash. And then the Oracle deck that I'm using is this one, which is a good one. It's by Terry Foss, and I can never remember the name of it, but I love this one. Okay, so your tarot card. Your tarot card is the Page of Pentacles. So in a relationship reading, the Page of Pentacles will really start talking about being able to step forward and explore things on a basic level. It's not a very mature card. It's not something that is a long-term committed relationship at this point. It is something you should be having fun. This is something that you can rest assured that it can be a passionate, full of life. Don't know where it's. No, not all love readings. It is whatever question you want. Whatever, whatever fly by night kind of thing, but it is not something that is ready to be in a committed, mature, looking at where it's going. It is a very surface kind of relationship at this point. It is something that can feed you, can manifest things in your life that you're looking for. But only if you don't try to see it for what it isn't. It is not something that right now, anyways, is ready for that committed, mature, stable thing. It is a fun thing. It is a don't look too much into it right now. It is something that you can get personal materialism from. It can be something that can be great for your soul, as long as you know that that's right now, that's what the relationship should be. Much more surface. The Oracle card, this to me goes right along with that. This is adventure. So it can be a great fun adventure. It can be something that you can explore to really feed some wonderful things for yourself. But don't try to look too deeply into where it's going, what the future holds, that kind of thing, because this relationship isn't there yet. It should not be looking forward that much yet. So that's a really cute card. I don't know if I've ever pulled that card. I have had this deck forever, and I don't know if I've ever pulled it. Spirit and soul, spirit. No, earthly souls and spirits. Hey, that's the oracle deck is called Earthly Souls and Spirits. Yes. And the tarot deck that we're using is called Bone Stone and Earth Flesh. So I hope that helps, Pookie, to answer some questions for you. Next is Sherry, I believe, right? Sherry, you're Modern Moon Goddess, right? And then Michelle Largent. I gave my guides full access for you, Jen. Need to know about my health, medical, spiritual, what is truly draining me of all energy, what to do from here. Ooh, okay. Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure. I always am like, I think that's what Sherry is on here. All right, here we go. Let me connect here real quick, Sherry. Ooh, okay. So I have to say, since COVID hit, it has been very rare for me to find an ancestor or a person at the door of people's nematons. It has been very rarely a person. It's normally an animal. And I think that's just because, people are at a distance. They're really protecting their nematon, their spirit guide area. Your spirit guide right now, what opens the door though is a very indigenous looking man. Indigenous to, when I say that, indigenous to, I want to say like tropics, like Hawaii or Polynesia or something like that. And I don't believe this is an ancestor that you would have known. But this ancestor seems hell-bent on pushing you towards doing something for yourself that is not business related, that is fun, that is a break, that is me time, that is things have been very serious. The impression that I get from him is that things have been super serious lately, that and obviously if there's health issues that you have been through some things that have really needed your intense focus and attention. And while that's true and that's something that you need to do, they want you to take a break, a vacation, a weekend, something that you want to do for yourself, to like get out and have some, like I'm seeing grass skirts from him. So if you can take a vacation, I would do that. But definitely take a vacation from all the seriousness of what is occurring. And so your spirit guides are really intent on the fact that they sent an actual indigenous ancestor, says that they are seriously worried about the fact that you're not having any fun in your life, that everything has been super focused and stressful and that kind of thing. So here we go. What about your health, medical, spiritual, what is draining you of your energy what to do from here. Let's see what we get here. Love when cards line up. Kind of helps you to oh boy, Sherry. Okay, here we go. Ready? Sherry, so your question is, what's draining you of your energy? Where are you going from here? What is this health, medical, spiritual? What is it? Your answer comes in the form of the Three of Cups, which is kind of hilarious. Not in this situation, hilarious in an ironic way, apparently, because the thing that's draining you, the thing is that you're not going out and having fun. And I know in COVID, it's kind of like, what are we going to do about that, right? It's very hard to do that. But your lack of community envelopment from the people who love you, you have set yourself outside of your tribe, your people who know you, your people who love you, the people that you feel kinship with, the like-minded people that you need to recharge yourself. You haven't been spending the time that you need to spend with them to know what you need. So you keep on trucking with the same small amount of energy that you've had, and it's kind of running out. There is no recharge there because you have not embraced the tribe, the people that you need to help fill your cup back up. So the vacation thing that goes along with that is clearly your ancestors know that that's what you need. There is a huge need for community, tribe, your people, the people that you choose in life to recharge you. And if you feel like you have been spending time with those people, they aren't the right ones. That doesn't mean like you have to leave that tribe or you have to, anything like that. But there are people out there who are coming, that are close to you, or that you haven't connected with enough lately, that really can recharge you spiritually, that really can lift you up, that really can refill your cup. And that is not who you've been connecting with. Or if you feel like you have been connecting, those aren't the right ones. There's other people. So seek them out. Know that if you don't know who these people are, all of a sudden there's going to be a few people coming in your life, or opportunities are going to come up to hang with these people, or you're going to meet these people these are the people. These are my people. When I have the opportunity to hang with the people who really fill my cups back up, you know it. You leave that situation going, oh, thank you. Thank you for sending these people to my life to fill me back up. I need to be filled spiritually again. I need that relationship with community, that thing, when you have spent time with your people, the people that know you, the people that can look at you and say, oh, honey, what are you doing? That's not it. That's not what you need. You need more of this. You need the people that can guide you. And so there are people out there who are waiting to guide you. Your oracle card is inspire. You have been uninspired by the people around you, by life in general, the way things have been going. Which to me, I can see that because what to do from here, that question, that background of that question of what to do from here tells me that you don't know. You don't know what the next step is. You are unsure of your footing. And that has to do with having an empty cup and not knowing what direction, what lies ahead. And sometimes we just need to keep trudging forward until we figure it out. But in order to find your inspiration, find your tribe. Reach out to those people who used to be your people. Reach out to those people who are suddenly coming into your life. Reach out to those people and allow them to refill your cup. And then look around and see what it is that inspires you. Allow them to be the inspiration that you need to move forward. And then suddenly the path will become more clear. It will become more clear. Does that hopefully help you and make sense, sweetheart? I love you. And you know, on a personal level, if you need anything, you let me know. Because you know we love you here. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, Janine, I see you. And I believe I had Michelle Largent was ahead of you. And then we will be doing Janine's question here. And for anyone else, it's okay because you've done that already. For future reference, if you can do it through PayPal, that's great. YouTube hangs on to your money for months and months until I get up to like $100-something, which like I finally just got paid my $100 that took 4 months, I think, to build up to $100 because I don't ask for money a whole lot on YouTube. So I'd prefer it not to be on YouTube, and they take a ton of it on top of it, but it's okay because you didn't know any better. But the PayPal email address is at the top of the page for those of you who would like a reading. Oh, come on. All right, Michelle. Michelle wants a general. You got it. Love you too. Good. I hope that helped, Sherry. I love you, sweetie. All right, Michelle. Let me connect here. Okay. So again, wow, we're having lots of humans. At your door is a baby. So babies can be ancestors. They can also be spirits of babies to come. I've had babies that have shown up at the door that are ancestors that have not yet been born. And that doesn't necessarily mean your babies. It can mean like grandbabies and that kind of thing. This happens to be a girl baby. And so I do believe that she is there to just speak of renewal. There's some renewal that is needed in your life that is coming in the form of this little one. It also can be, loss of ancestors from before. It's funny. I don't have a whole lot of babies at the doorway, so it's a different thing. But it also speaks of innocence, that your guides in your Nemeton feel the need for innocent energy, for looking at the world through different kind of eyes. It reminds me of the Six of Cups. That they want you to have some fun, to not be so serious. Lately, it seems like it's been maybe some serious things have been coming up. Okay, Now, the tarot card that comes up is such a powerful card. This is the Tower card. So many people have been going through towers after towers after towers. The Tower in this case really says to me that you feel as if your hands have been tied. That whatever you've been going through lately feels as if it's a complete loss of control. And unfortunately, one of the things that happens with the Tower is it is a complete breakdown of the systems and the ideals that you have had in place, that this is how things are supposed to go. And when you feel like you've lost that control, it's extremely difficult for most of us to allow ourselves to free fall into something that is unknown. But the thing with the Tower is the more that you can allow yourself to let go and just let this breakdown happen. Allow the things that you thought were put in place, allow those to crumble. As much as it hurts and it's not easy, it's not an easy thing to go through, but allow that breakdown to happen, because what happens is when it finally does break down and you reach the bottom and the dust starts to settle, what was behind that tower is something magical that you would not have seen otherwise. It's hard to go through. It is not an easy thing, but it means that there's something behind this breakdown that had you not been forced to go through this breakdown of what you know, of the ideals that you hold, of this situation that you have no control over, you never would have realized in the end, when the dust settles, that there's a bright sky, there's a horizon, there's something behind that aha moment of, oh my goodness, if I had not gone through this, I never would see the end. I would never see this thing that I could not see with what I had built up. So in this painful process, realize that the dust is settling. When it settles, when it breaks down, when it's done, you will see something magical that you would never have seen otherwise. So keep your focus on knowing that aha moment is coming, that place, that thing that is going to arise from the rubble is going to be a beautiful, wonderful thing that you would never have realized without the pain and loss of the crumble. Okay, know that that's coming. If you need help getting through that, turn to the Celestial. The Celestial for me specifically means the cycles of the moon. Know that everything goes through cycles. Means go outside under the moon. Means light a candle for the current moon phase. When the moon phase changes, light a candle and give thanks to the current celestial beings. Reach out to the cycles of the earth, and know that the cycle will continue, that the things that you're going through. Your mother found out she had cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Makes sense and helps because I found out my mom has cancer this week and last week went through self-harm. Oh, sweetheart. Whew. Tough. Reach out to those cycles. Know that the moon cycles can help you, that realizing fully and completely that the wheel, the year keeps turning, that the cycle that you're in is not something that stays forever, that the cycle will continue and you will be back up on top. Things will get better. what you're going through will settle and you will see something beautiful and magical in your life again. Okay? I love you, sweetheart. I hope that helped. I'm sorry that you are going through that. That's awful and it's such a hard thing to go through. I am sorry. I am, after Michelle Largent was Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. Now I can't remember who that is at the moment. It might be you, Moon Raven. Is that you? But we are going to do Janine. Janine Barnes is next. You're welcome, sweetheart. Janine Barnes. Janine, question, what steps can I take to bring more positivity into the relationship with my teenage son? Woo, tough, right? Teenage sons. I have 4 boys that are all adults now. Next week is my youngest son's 20th birthday. So I hear you. Bring more positivity into the relationship with my teenage son. Okay, Janine, is that your real name, your given name? I just need that to connect to your nematon. Yes, okay. The PayPal address is pinned to the top of the comments. It is pstorelli@gmail.com. Okay, Janine. Okay, so this is funny. At your at the door of your nematon, the place where your spirit guides reside, is a lamb who, as the door was opening, immediately says, it is, Blake, it's at least a $5 donation. You're welcome to leave more than that, but it's a $5 donation for 1 card. As the door is opening, the lamb is opening the door, I hear the song Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I had to go through it in my head and allow the 2 verses to hear. Whose fleece was white as snow, and then everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. So that to me is your spirit guide saying, please understand that they are always there with you, that you need to be able to reach out to your spirit guides, to your ancestors. When you feel like you need help, open up to your ancestors. Allow your ancestors and your spirit guides to help. And sometimes that means lighting a candle and saying, whew, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time connecting with my son. I'm having a hard time in life. Give me some kind of sign. Help me, push me forward so that I can get through this. They do not feel like you try to connect enough. And they want you to know that every time you turn around, they are right there. And they are there to be gentle with you, to be kind, and to really personally help you. Your ancestors and your spirit guides are there for only you. They spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Time means nothing in the nematon. So they are always there for you. You are never a bother to them, and they are always watching over you. You need to open up to them and allow yourself to open up and say, I need your help. Know that you have that help available. Okay. Your question was how to open up. What steps can I take to bring more positivity into the relationship with my teenage son? Okay, here we go. Okay, the tarot card that has come through for this question is the Page of Wands. What a beautiful Page of Wands she is. The wands are about passion, creativity, fire, the spirit of what's within, the creativity that you hold. So in regards to this question, I need you to know, first of all, that pages are usually on the beginning of their journey. So they don't try to overpower. They don't try to force anything. They try to have fun with the journey that they are taking. So in regards to your question, the beginning of it is get creative. The page has fun with everything that they do. They don't treat anything too seriously. And that means when your son is having a down day, try not to treat it too seriously. Teenage boys in particular, I have found in my relationship with all of my sons, teenage boys are hard to get to open up. And that's not you. That's nothing that you did. That's nothing that you're doing. That is just a product of who they are, which is so frustrating sometimes when you're a mother who's really trying to connect and to open up. And, I used to hate, how was school? Anything go on? Is there anything you need to tell me about? No. What do you want to spend some time together? What would you like to do? Nothing. I hated that phase, and it's very frustrating because here you are trying to connect, and their connection is broken. And for a while, that's just because they're trying to be independent. They're trying to find their way. They're trying to grow into, the men that they want to be. And it makes it hard for us as moms to connect. So they're specifically trying to pull away from our connection. The Page of Wands is saying, though, try to get creative. Do things outside of the box. Try to, instead of forcing a connection, try to do things that they enjoy. With my sons, it was video games. I started playing video games for a while with them. And I must admit, when I started, I hated video games, but I found specific video games that I could tolerate. And that was something that I could say, hey, I'm having a really hard time. Can you help me with this game? Pick something that they like to do, and do that for a while, even if it's on a very basic level. The other thing I found is activities that are physical, basketball, sledding. I don't know how old of a teenage son you're talking about, but it depends on the kid. For me, there sometimes if I said, okay, let's go sledding, even if they were like, I have no interest whatsoever, I don't want to. If you plan ahead, and say to them, I would really like to spend some time with you. I have 3 options for you. We can, I am going to buy a video game that you're going to teach me how to play. We can go sledding together if you're in an area that, or do something active, basketball. We can, go shoot some hoops, golf, whatever. Do something active. That helps because you're not sitting there staring at each other waiting for somebody to talk. Or the third thing is, I'm trying to think of what else I used to do. Painting. If you have an artistic kid, I have one that plays guitar. I took them to a really cool guitar store, and it gave us the opportunity on the drive there. And I said, okay, you have $50. That doesn't mean, you might not have a whole lot. You have $20. They can get new guitar picks. They can, whatever. Something that they have an interest in that you can say, okay, let's do something different. Let's go something that you're interested in. Go see something that you're interested in. So that is that. Yes, he's a real grumpy pants at times. I do miss the days when he used to look at me with love in his eyes. He doesn't want to do anything with me. He's 16 in his last year at school in the UK. Oh, so hard. It's so hard. I will tell you that most of the time, if you genuinely are trying, boys will come back to you. They do. The oracle card to go along with that is confidence. Try to have confidence in yourself and know that you have the ability to connect. Keep trying and allow him to have those days where he's really like, I don't wanna. And I used to say, I know you don't want to do anything with your mom, but know that I love you. It's okay to have 3 days where you almost say nothing to me, like, nothing. It's okay for 3 days of that. But on the 4th day, I want to hear something about your day. So try to remember. Or this weekend, 1 weekend a month, I want 1 day, 1 weekend a month where we do something together. And that can be whatever. Something that they like, that you're going to put yourself out there to, try to connect. Okay? I hope that helps. Have confidence in yourself. Okay. Moon Raven. So sorry, that is me. Okay, beautiful. So Moon Raven. I gotcha. General. Real name is Tammy. Thank you. I need that real name to connect. After Moon Raven is M.A., Stephen, Katarina. M.A., Stephen, Katarina. Okay. Tammy. Okay. So, we are back to animal. At your door is a koala. Specifically a koala in a eucalyptus tree, which says a lot about koala's life is very much about eating, and eating enough to sustain itself. And so your spirit guides are trying to tell me that you need to eat the food of spirituality. You need to stuff your face, which sounds hilarious, but what we're saying is envelop yourself with your spiritual food. Start anoint a candle for your ancestors and your spirit guides. And when you get home from work, or when you get home from your daily whatever you're doing, light that candle and take a minute to say, whoo, here I am. Show me what I need to learn today spiritually. Envelop me with what it is that you're trying to tell me today, how you want to guide me today. Okay, and your tarot card. Here we go. How do we do? Hi, Claire. Locked off just after noon. I was lucky to see my son once a week when he was a teen. Yep, I missed the time when he was 4 through 10. Yes. Absolutely. Helped me around the house, hugged me for no reason, right? I miss that too. I have to say, my oldest son is 29 now. How the hell does that happen, right? And we are close again. We have wonderful sit-down discussions. As I said, I have 4 boys. I'm very close to 2 of them, and 2 of them I love, and we have fun with once in a while and stuff, but they just are, they are different kind of men now, and they love me, and I know they love me, and we have some good times and stuff, but they do not call me and ask for advice, or although I will say that there are always times that happen that it does feel good once in a while now that they will say, Mom, what is this? I've been going through this thing. So it is kind of nice. Okay. So Tammy. I like this tarot card. Here we go. Oh, and I picked my favorite oracle card for you. Okay. Tarot card. Your general reading starts with the Queen of Swords. Ah, such an amazing Queen of Swords. Boy, I love this deck. This tarot deck that we're using is the Bonestone and Earth Flesh Tarot. The Queen of Swords is, don't forget, swords is about your intellect. So the Queen of Swords is about using what you have intellectually to get you through whatever it is you've been going through. It also means a little bit to pull back your emotions and not think quite so emotionally, which is hard for some of us to not envelop ourselves in our emotions. That does not mean you cannot use your emotions for any decisions. It means, though, that you do not allow your decisions to only go through your emotions. Make sure that you are controlling, because you are able to. You have a great grasp, being the Queen of Swords. You are able to step back from those emotions and allow yourself to be the queen of your intellect, which will help you get through any situation that you have in front of you. The Queen of Swords also, I love the Queen of Swords in that she says, you are able to rock your world, bitch. Okay. It's very specifically you have this. You have tons of ability. You have tons of intellect. You are able to rule your world if you so choose. That does mean sometimes schooling, sometimes stepping up to a higher education. Sometimes it is schooling yourself, getting the books that you need to propel yourself forward into whatever field you're looking at. Do some research into what steps are next for you, because your ability as the Queen of Swords is going to allow you to, the sky's the limit. The Queen of Swords is kind of my favorite queen, but I think that's because I'm a Libra, so air. But there's an educational aspect of this. So whether that be a formal educational aspect, if you're going back to school, know that you got this. If it's not a formal education thing, know that you are able to propel yourself forward. Buy a few books, go to the library, and take out a few books and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And know that the Queen of Swords in you is ready to rise to the occasion. This is, I have to say, I love this oracle. It's Earthly Souls and Spirits by Terry Foss, Terriffoss. And this is my favorite oracle card of hers. This is Evolve. That says to me that you are at the precipice of an incredible evolving transformation. It may be that you have not quite known the direction that you're taking, but this says that you are just coming out of the cocoon at this point and evolving into that queen bitch that you know you are and can be. Allow that to happen. Allow the queen that you are to enter the world, and know that that is it. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I hope that helps, Tammy. I hope that resonates for you. Son thinks I'm looking at his mobile phone. Oh, yes. I remember those days too. Oh no, how could you look? you have any readings offered on your Etsy? I do not right now, Claire. I just do these reading nights sometimes. MA, you are next, honey. MA. Do you have a specific question or would you like a general reading? Navigating a lot of negative feelings, anger and frustration about my job. I'm not in a position to leave right now. Ooh, that's hard. That is hard. Okay, let me connect, honey. Mary. Okay, so Mary, at the door of your nematon is a wild boar. Wild boar energy at your nematon. Your spirit guides are putting forth that wild boar to speak of strength. They are there to help you. They want you to know that they are there for your strength. If you do not have the strength, lean on them. They have the wild boar strength to keep moving forward, even when we don't have the strength that we feel is necessary to move on with our day-to-day mundaneness of life that has to happen. The wild boar is also a bit of the pig-headedness that we need. You know, like this life is not going to get me down. I am not going to allow this to happen. I'm not going to give up the strength that I have because the spirit guides that I have are telling me that they're right there for me and that if I need, they will be prodding me forward with their tusks out, knowing that those nemesises in our life, nemesis, that the people in our life who are not there to be good to us could be bored by the tusks of our spirit guides and our ancestors. And they are protective and there for you, for your strength. So know that. And the tarot card. Love it. Okay, here we go. The tarot card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is very much about seeing the wonderful things that we have in our life and using them to propel us forward. I love the dancer here is the dance that she's doing is creating this beautiful flower behind her. And instead of focusing on the beauty she's creating, her focus is on the butterfly. The transformation that she is moving towards is more important to her than what she's creating, even though it's a beautiful thing she's creating. But to her, this is the mundaneness, the luxuries that everyone else looks at of life. And her focus is on the transformation to come, the transformation ahead of her. So sometimes when we're stuck in the things that we have to do, my husband, one of his favorite sayings is, sometimes we have to do the things that we have to do in order to do the things that we want to do. And when we focus on the stuff that has to be created on a daily basis, as beautiful as it can be, sometimes our focus, if we're too focused on what we're stuck in, even though it's great and it could be a great thing, we are stuck. It makes us feel stuck. And so instead, we need to focus on the transformations that are occurring ahead of us. What does that mean for you? When it comes to work stuff, what that means is look forward, set small goals. Look for the small things that will help the transformation process so that you need, when you're ready to step forward away from the thing that you're doing, the small goals that you've done ahead of time to focus on that transformation are able to help propel you forward to where you want to be. So the first step in that is always to decide what it is. Where exactly am I wanting to be? When I close my eyes and think of my ideal job, my ideal career, my ideal place of where I'm going, what does that look like for me? And what goals can I set? What little goals can I focus on now instead of this, even though, again, could be this big, beautiful flower thing, but it's the mundaneness of life that I'm not ready to focus on. I don't want that. Focus on the little goals that you can set that will then help propel you forward when you're ready to do that. And the oracle that comes with it is abundance. I love this. This card shows the abundance of what we have here in front of us. And the abundance, the feeling of abundance, the energy of abundance that comes when we share our abundant gifts. Here we have the cornucopia. Share our abundant gifts with our friends, and that propels that energy forward. Don't forget that everything that we put out, we're telling the universe, this is the energy that I want to come back in. I need that energy to come forward, and then we're propelling that abundant energy out and expecting the return to return to us, expecting that abundance energy to come back in. And then the more we put it out, the more that abundant energy comes back in for us. A lot of negative feelings like anger and frustration about my job. I'm not in a position. That is exactly what I need to do. I want to concentrate on nothing but my spirituality. It's a spiritual education. I feel it's time to be who I am meant to be. It was a great read. You're welcome, Moon Raven. This reading combines so well with the part of it I know is shadow stuff on my part. You are welcome, honey. You are so welcome. Yes, yes, yes. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. Steven. Steven is next, and then Katarina. Steven. So they are $5 readings, guys. $5 donation, $5 and up. One card tarot, one card oracle readings. Any question? Katarina, you are after Steven, honey. As soon as Steven's reading is done, and we are wide open after that. The PayPal, you should try to friends and family. The PayPal is at the top of the page. The PayPal address that you friends and family, $5 donation. What the universe guides want me to know. Ooh, anything they want you to know, that can be dangerous. Steve and I joke a lot about our guides kicking us in the ass and throwing us off a cliff when we need to. And okay, here we go. Let me connect, Stephen. Okay. I wish I knew gorillas better. Okay, Stephen, at your nematon, at the door of your nematon is a gorilla. This is so goofy. It's not a silverback, I know that. I don't know my gorillas very well. But it's a large ape, monkey, gorilla. Let's try to figure it out. It's not, I know it's not a silverback. It is a very large monkey. And the spirit guides are telling me that the monkey is there because the monkey, your spirit guides are fucking hilarious. The monkey is there as the representation of you. And they are telling me that you feel like your life is pretending to be this human. And in reality, this is how you see yourself. You see yourself as this pretending to be human. Or that you are pretending to be human. Which totally would make sense to me. Because we've talked before about humans that, you know, their spirit was technically born on another plane. And we're just here going through the motions and learning what we need to learn to get to another plane. So I do feel that that's partly you, and your spirit guides are telling you that it's because you feel out of place because that this is not your world. You're here to learn, you're here to do what you need to do, but it's kind of a you know, realize fully and deeply that this is what's going on in this plane is not the end for you. This is not your world. So you feel out of place because you are. Because this is not it for you. This is not the end all be all. This life is the beginning of other things for you. And you're pretending like this ape is. You're pretending to belong to it for now so that you can get by. But your spirit guides see you as much different than this human that you see yourself as. Your spirit guides are really fucking deep. Okay, tarot card. Tarot. Okay, ready? Stephen and his fives. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. So I do like that this card is, this family is huddled together. That they are huddled in this makeshift hut. So what this tells me is that, again, it's like you feel that you do not belong. You feel that this is not, I get the sense that this is not my life. This is practice. This is pretend. It's almost like a matrix feeling. You forget sometimes that what you're experiencing here is a learning process. And that your spirit is here to learn what it needs to do to move on. And there's so many other things that you're moving towards that have nothing to do with this realm, with this life, with this spirit, this spiritual plane, other than this is for learning. This is where we're at right now. And some of the things that you've had to go through and some of the things that your logical brain has been questioning, your spirit guides are like, yes, I know. This doesn't feel real. This doesn't feel like you always feel like this isn't it. This is not the end. This is not the things that I am plotting towards. Do not feel like the end all be all. The where I'm going. It's like you never quite feel like you're in place. You know, like I imagine the shapes when you're a toddler and you have the circle shape. The circle fits in the circle. And you have the star shape and the star fits in the star shape. And you have the square and the square fits in the square. You never quite feel like you fit in exactly where it is, that your points are, there's never the opening for that point. There's not, it's always a little off kilter. It's never the right fit. And that's because this is not your realm. Don't get too worried. Don't get too bogged down with your place in this plane, because this is not the end. This is not really your plane. This is just your playground. This is the learning playground for you, what you have to learn to get to the next place that your spirit is going. And so all of this, if you can take a step back and see it as another step in the process, that your spirit has so many more roads it's going to go down, it will help you to get through the day-to-day mundane, feelings of not belonging. And know that, I hope you know this, that your spiritual self is so much deeper than I think you realize. It's funny, your logic brain works so hard to make sense of everything. And when you let go of that and you allow your spiritual brain to take over, it's always such a beautiful masterpiece. Sometimes I see it in your videos that, you keep talking until your spiritual brain takes over, and suddenly this beautiful thing comes out of your mouth that you think, there it is. There's that deep spiritual being that you are. I see the spiritual being peeking through your logical eyes. I love your spirit guides. And I love you, my Stephen. I hope that said something to you. Stephen is one of my admins, and I just love my Stephen. Okay. All right. Katarina. Katarina is next. And you would like a general reading, and your real name in real life is Katarina, correct? That said a lot. It did say a lot. It's, your spirit guides. I really love your spirit guides. Yes. Okay. Let me connect. Katarina. So Katarina, that is my last reading for the night. And if we don't have any more, that's okay. It's don't feel obligated. Sometimes that's as far as we can go, and that means the rest of my night is relaxed time. Whew. Katarina. Okay. I keep going back to the door because I want to make sure. Sometimes I think I'm putting in my own sense of what should be there based on other stuff that's been going on, but that's not the case. So at your door is specifically a monarch butterfly. So you're going through a process of a transformation right now. Your spirit guides want you to know that they're aware of this transformation, that they like this transformation, that it's a good transformation, and that it is a spiritual transformation. Keep in mind that transformations are usually difficult. And they are not the beautiful process that we see when we think of transformation and we're like, oh, how beautiful, you're growing and you're becoming you and stuff. Usually it's a snot-filled, horrible, not horrible, but it's a difficult process usually. It's, it's hard to come out of your cocoon. You usually have to eat your way out, or, beat your way out. So it's a hard thing, but your spirit guides want you to know that it's a beautiful transformation happening and that they are behind you 100% and they love what's going on. Don't forget to lean on them. All right, Mimi, I'll look. So the tarot card that we have pulled for you tonight is Judgment. Oh, how I love this Judgment card. So let me tell you that, first of all, this Judgment card, it looks harsh. If you are not aware of pagan initiation practices or Wiccan in specific, a lot of Wiccan tradition, their initiation processes happen blindfolded, naked, and bound. And that has to do with when you are transforming into and initiating yourself into a new spiritual body. You do that without any of the baggage that you had before. That's the naked piece of it. Says you're not bringing anything, any baggage that you had before with you. You're also trusting the process. You're trusting and you have faith that this is the path for you, that you have studied and learned enough that you know that this is the path that you want to go, and you're trusting that that path is going to care for you. And you have the blindfold on, which says you may not always know the step that you're going to take next, but you trust that the process and the people that you've surrounded yourself with know that you're on the correct path. So welcome to your true path. You have begun to see and find the wonders of your path that you have begun to see before you. Your transformation is happening, is here. It is the path that you're supposed to be on. Try to trust the process, even when it's painful, even when it's not easy, even when it is a little hard to see the next step. Trust that your sound judgment of the true path that you're on says that you're on the right path. And once you have found your true path, nothing can stop us. Everything that is ahead of us is telling us, yes, keep going. You'll find that the universe wants to help you. Suddenly people and things will be put into your place that you never would have expected, that you think, how the hell did that happen? I'm not even telling anyone what my path is. And suddenly I have this person that, you know, is acting as a wonderful guide for me right in front of me that I didn't know existed or could be there. Trust that process. Know that it's coming and it's happening. The oracle card that comes up to say this is what will help you on your path is meditate. Spend some more time in meditation. Learn to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, I always am a big recommender. I don't work for Insight Timer app, but I will tell you that I highly recommend Insight Timer. It's INSIGHT, Insight Timer app. And that app is that you can put on your phone, has thousands of different meditations. It has guided meditations. You can type in that you have 5 minutes to meditate, and it will give you a list of meditations. If you only want like a timer, you don't want guided meditations guiding you through a meditation process, it will do a timer for you where it does a gong in the beginning of the meditation and at time and after. But it's a good app, and it will remind you to meditate. Having a meditation process, having some kind of meditation practice, if you only have 5 minutes a day, is almost the most important thing that I can tell you as you're going through a transformation process to keep yourself going. Oh, that's ironic. I've been needing to get back to meditation. I can't seem to keep up the habit. I think this is a sign I need to get back to it. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, especially if you're going through a transformation process, because it's a good thing to check in with your body, mind, and spirit every day, even if it's 5 minutes. But you will find that if you can keep up with 5 minutes a day, your spirit will want more. You will suddenly be like, okay, I think I'm going to try 15 today because I feel so much better when I'm able to sit with myself for that long. Suddenly I have more need of more time. So keep up with that process and see if you were able to keep that process, and definitely start the meditation process. So I hope that helps. I hope that connected with you. Mimi, let me check PayPal one more time. My last reading for the night will be Mimi. Denise. Is that you, Mimi? Denise? Denise. Okay, so Denise is here, and I do not see your payment, Mimi. Hold on. Let me see. Sometimes the payments have a hard time going through. Let me see if there's any on hold here. Okay, that's okay, Mimi. I'll still do it because I'm sure it's all our secret names. I know it. Just a little. Denise, I'll do you after Mimi, honey. Mimi, I'll do you first and then Denise, and then that is going to be it for tonight. I don't want to wear myself out too much. To the Jen email listed above. That's okay. No problem. That's all right. If you did it to the Jen email, that's fine. I'm just on the Peter one, but we're good. No problem. I'll do your reading. I trust you. So you are looking for career advice. Do you have a specific question, or just a career advice kind of reading? And what is your given name in the world, Mimi? Just your first name, so I can connect. And then I'll do Denise after that, and then that'll be it. New job, maybe a bad fit. Ooh, uh-oh. We will see them. We will ask your guides to let us know. And then Denise, and then I'm going to say anybody else I'll try to do more of these. You know, I would like to try to do one or two, or, you know, one every other week, maybe. Worried, but should I stay with a company and try a different building, hold out, or just cut my losses? Ooh, that's tough. All right, Mimi. Real first name for me so I can connect. I just need the real first name sometimes. Go make yourself a cup of tea. Yes, I will. I will. No more readings after Denise, please, for tonight. But I will try to do at least maybe till Christmas, till Yule. I'll try to do one a week. These. That's okay. No problem, honey. Carrie Jane. Okay, here we go. Carrie Jane. Okay. Ooh, that was a quick connect. So immediately, as soon as I heard the name, the connection is really good. Sometimes it takes me a while, kind of meanders around and stuff. This was a direct connection. At your door is, shoot, I almost said Siberian tiger. But it's not a white tiger. It is an orange and black striped, large, though fierce, protective tiger. Tiger at your door of your namaton says that your spirit guides are there fighting for you. That you have been going through a time where you have felt vulnerable, and that your guides are telling you that you are protected, that they are right there for you, and that they are fierce, and that you are protected. They want you to know that you are protected. You do not have to worry about what happens from here because they have your back. So understand that in this situation that you're going through at work, they have your back. There is, there is no fall that they will allow. They are fiercely protective and there for you. Call on them when you feel like you are in a state of weakness, that you are unsure of what you're doing. Elizabeth, I'm sorry. We are done for the night, actually, because I've been on for an hour and a half almost. And for tonight, we're done. But keep an eye out on my channel because I'm going to do probably one a week after on Saturday nights after shadow work. Right. Tarot card. An oracle card. It's always amazing to me when, whoo, that is a good combination. All right, here we go. When we see a card more than once in the night, and there's 78 cards, and I've only done 10 readings? Okay, so Carrie, your card is also the Tower card. And again, this Tower card is so powerful. It's such a powerful card because this lovely bald eagle is powerless. And this is where you have felt powerless. There is a state of being right now that you cannot control. And it's so hard to let go of the power, the feeling of control, that you feel more comfortable when you are in control of the situation. So unfortunately, the situation here is your hands are tied. As far as should you stay or should you go, tarot's a funny beast. I may pull another tarot card to clarify, but my immediate thoughts on this and what it's saying is, don't make the decision yet. Try to let go of the need to control the situation and allow the fall, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen regardless of what your choice is, which means you are not going to be able to choose the outcome. You just have to let it happen. When the Tower card comes up, it means all the things that we thought we had control of, the bricks that we have put into place are crumbling, and there is nothing that we can do to keep them in place. The more we try to run around and push that brick back in, the more out of control we feel, because we keep trying to keep in place something that is just going to crumble no matter what we do. So the way to allow the situation is to just let go, to just say, okay, however this is going to come down, I have to allow it to come down. And that means we have to decide for ourselves what we can control, what we can tolerate, and am I able to tolerate this job right now and understand that I'm supposed to be here to learn from it? Am I able to? So there may be a couple choices of what you can do. It sounded like you had something like try to go to a different building. I would say ask about the different building. And then let your choices fall where they may. Let it go. That's right. Your choices, your feeling of control and trying to control the situation is just going to prolong the fall. The fall of the tower is coming. So I would say in the near future, this job is not going to be the same as what it is now, because it's not going to be able to. Either it's going to come out that you emotionally, spiritually, physically cannot handle this job and it's just going to fall, or it's going to change somehow. Either you're going to be able to get into this new building, and I would say definitely make that an option. Go ask for the transfer. Go find out what you have to do to try to set up some kind of transfer. And then let go and allow the bricks to fall where they may. Because the transfer, the tower has to fall in order for the good thing to come forward and decide, don't forget that the good thing about the tower is after the fall, after that tower crumbles, all of a sudden you will see something will come of it that you never would have seen, that never would have happened had this job not fallen apart. The building I'm trying to take on is completely falling apart. Programs, systems are a disaster. Staffing is a mess. So without this going through this fall, though, whatever is coming after this, whatever is going to come of this is going to be so wonderful, and something that if you had not gone through this disaster of a fall from this tower, you would not have had this new opportunity on the horizon. So I always think of let go. Find out if you can change buildings, whatever, and then let go. Allow that crumble to happen and know that the dust is going to settle, because when the dust settles and the sun comes up on the horizon that you couldn't see before because this big ugly building that we were trying to hold together is in the way, that dust, we allow that we let go of control. We allow that to fall. And when the dust settles, suddenly the sun shines on this new opportunity. Holy shit. This new opportunity that never would have happened had that tower not been able to crumble. It's a new thing. We didn't ever see it coming. We never could have imagined that this was behind that ugly building that we tried to hold together. But this new thing is there that I never would have been able to see had I not had to go through the pain and crumble of what's already there. The good thing is when that dust settles, guess what? The oracle says, there's something blissful. So whatever is coming beyond that fall, beyond the dust settling, beyond that disaster of a building, is peaceful, blissful. That's happiness. Bliss is that pure happy. Remember that when you're going through this horrible fall of, oh shit, here it comes. It's going to fall all over. Beyond that is this wonderful, blissful place that you could not have had without going through the fall. Okay? I hope that makes some sense. And don't forget to call on your spirit guides who are there to protect you. So even though it seems like everything's falling on you, that tiger from your ancestors, your spirit guides, is there saying, oh, you're not gonna break down. You are gonna get through this, because this tiger is there to protect you. This fierceness will rise up and you are gonna be able to get through it. Oh, I will, Mimi. I will send good vibes. Good vibes. Absolutely, to get through it. The crumble of the tower is so hard. We think, we have put the things in place and there's just nothing we can do. We just have to let go and allow the fall, right? All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for the opportunity that you've given me tonight to see into your lives, to give you a hint of how to get through the next phases that we're all going through. I appreciate your support so much. It means so much to me. And I thank you, and we will do this again very soon, I promise. I love you guys. Thank you.